Hey guys, this is Jamie and Lola Tallulah Pud Spice, and I am here to do a small haul from... I got in one thing from the HSN Craft Day, and then I got in items from Carnation Crafts, which I ordered from createincraft.com, and then I got in some stuff from Amazon that has to do with coloring. Now, I'm not going to show a whole bunch of that. If you want to see coloring stuff, definitely go to my other channel because I have major hauls over there on coloring stuff. So let me go ahead and show you the Carnation Craft items. These came from createincraft.com. Now I'm saying that that's slow because people ask me, and I've like said it in the video 3 times. So here you go. So Carnation Craft is amazing. They have some beautiful patterns and ideas and so forth like that. And they are not cheap dies, but they have a lot of detail and a lot of stuff in it. So you can see the brand, and it's an offshoot of Tattered Lace. So there you go. That should say something. What I like is you'll notice the pouch. You see this pouch? It's a pouch. Now they don't have a magnetic sleeve in here, but you could very well put one in here. So this one is Stylish Stems. And you have these dies. And I don't think it says how many you get in here. But you see that there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9... 10, 11, 12, 13 dies. I can't see it anywhere, but so there's 13 dies in here. So you have all this layering. Now, I said before in previous videos, and I've done demos and so forth, this is one of those dies where you can make a shaped card. So I didn't check to see how long this is. Let me see. But I also showed you how to do it again if you wanted to make any shaped card out of any die. Yeah, this is 5 1/4, so you could definitely make this out of an 8 1/2 by 11 sheet of paper. But this is another example of one of those dies where you could take this outer die, or you can even take the next one in, fold your paper in half, make a shaped card. You can then turn it into an easel card using one of these. So isn't that pretty? I love it. And then what you're going to do is you take these dies and you can layer them up on top. Then you have all your little tags. Then I got the circle one because I'm obsessed with circles. And I'm like, I don't need another circle die set. But look how pretty that is. Look how gorgeous. They also do have printables that you can download. And usually they'll give you like 1 or 2 colorways free. You just got to go download them. I usually just color mine, so I don't even bother most of the time. But you can't. And then this is the same thing. So like I said in the previous one, you could use this and make your own shaped card, easel card, whatever. And there's 1, 2... I would think it would be listed, but I don't see it. I guess it's not. So there's 1, 2, 3... 4, 5, 6, 7, I think this is just one die, so 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12 on this one. Isn't that pretty? So if you would like me to do a demonstration of any of these, you can let me know. Just be aware that my crafty mojo is like, so it will probably be in June sometime. So then I got this one. This one is called the Oval Vista card. And this is another thing I like about them. So notice that all of them have their own little envelope, which is cool because you could even just, if you had a pegboard, you could just go ahead and hang them up, put a magnetic sheet and hang it. And this is another thing that I like about them. So you've got your oval piece here. I don't know if you can see that. So there's 1, 2, 3 different ovals. Then they give you halves. So you can make this so that it is like this door on both sides, and then your card would open in the center. Then they give you this, which has a 1 die, 2 dies, 3 dies. So you can have this on the outside. This could be another piece. Then you could layer this on top, or you could take this piece and cut this out. They just do so many things with their dies. So then you have like these little door hinges that you can use, or as a lock in the center. And then you've got these layering pieces that go on this one. So then what they do with this is they give you this piece on the outside. But do you see this? Can you see? You may or may not be able to see it. See how it's split? and it's split down here. So they give you a split one, which means you could cut the shape out of a side. Then they give you one that's all together, so it could just be your layering piece. And then they give you the detailed die. Then they give you dies to put on top of that, so that you can have 3-dimensional. It is fabulous what they do with their dies. I think that the designer, like I said, they're affiliated with Tattered Lace, but I think whoever does these designing for Carnation Crafts is even better than Tattered Lace, which is like, oh. So those are those pieces that came from createandcraft.com. And then this is the set that I got from HSN on Craft Day. Now, I do not need this. I know how to make a waterfall piece, but they were cute. So I went back and forth, and I was like, you know what? Just get it. And then there'll be no like, oh, you should have, but you didn't. So yes. And since there's no buyer remorse about it, I'm fine. So you had 2 sets that create waterfalls, and it was a stamp and die, stamp and die. So it's a shaped waterfall card, and as you can see, this is what it looks like. So you have the whole mechanism, and it's shaped like the butterfly on the edge, and then you have the pieces to lay over it to cut out, and then a stamp and everything to go with it. So I'm just going to pull this open for you so you can see what I'm talking about, so it'll make more sense. Let me see if I can get it off this way, because it's kind of stuck in there. Ugh. It's kind of stuck. Oh, you guys, it is Happy Mother's Day out there, by the way. And if you don't have actual physical human children, happy fur baby mummies, because I know a bunch of us have fur babies. I have fur babies. I love my fur babies. They are my children. All right, so let me show you what's going on here. So you get the mechanism die, so you can see how it's shaped here. This is what they mean. So like I said, I really don't need this. Like, you can make this. You really don't have to have this. You really don't need to have it, but it's one of those things. If you would like to have it, it makes things quicker and faster. So there you go. And then you have your little piece here, so you can put that there, and then you fold it up and you get your extra dies. Now it also comes with stamps to match. So you get your stamp here and this one down here. And I guess this one is just extra, because there's no stamp to go with it. But you can see how you have more sayings and so forth. And then they give you your instructions. So you have that. If you would like to see a demo of that, you can let me know. And I can probably do that for you. I think I need like a helper, someone who keeps track of stuff I'm supposed to do that I forget about. And then it came with the balloons. So these two came together, and then it's an auto ship, so you'll get more designs later on. And I thought this was cute, so I'm just going to show it to you too, so you can see the difference when I'm talking about with the shape art. And I have 2, 3 or 4 of these types from Tonic Studios, which is so funny when they crack me up. I'm like, she gets on talking about, I've never seen this technology. And I'm like, dude, Tonic Studios had this concept out like 5 years ago. So funny. But anyway, there's nothing new under the sun. So here's this. Right. And so you can see that you get some wine glasses, some presents, happy birthday, I think that says. And you get different wine pieces and whatever. And then instructions again. And then here's the stamp set. So you get the balloon that goes with this big one. And you get this one. You don't have a stamp for this. Oops. And I'm not sure. I don't think there was a stamp for the present. I just dropped it on the floor, y'all. Hold on. Can we just say it's the gloomy out. Yeah, there is no stamp for the present, just the 2 balloons, and then you have your other sentiment. So there's nothing for the wine glasses, but those are very easy to decorate, so you really don't necessarily have to have a stamp for that. But that's what that looks like. And I was pleased with these balloons because they just look so fun the way they are. And since they're this black, that means you just stamp them in the ink that you want. You don't have to worry about coloring them. Although, of course, I absolutely love coloring, which is a perfect segue to the next items. These are items I got on Amazon because I have been low crafty mojo, but high coloring mojo. So this is only a tiny fraction. So if you want to see the actual bunch of crap I've purchased over the last, since spring break, let's just put it this way. I've purchased so many coloring books. I had 6 coloring books before spring break. I now have like 70. So yeah, that's what I've been doing. Because my crafting mojo's gone flat. So I purchased some Faber Castell pit pens from Amazon. Because I had purchased some from... Where did I get them from? Perry Ann Arts and Things, because I had never tried them, and she had a good price on them, but this was like a couple years ago. So when I went over to her shop, she didn't have any more, and so I was like, well, let me see what they are on Amazon, because I had used them in a coloring book with some Derwent ink tints, and I was like, oh yes, I must purchase. So I purchased these. Now, I will say, the bad thing about this was 2 of these, when I purchased them, they looked like they had been used and so forth. So I did a little speaking to Amazon, and so that got resolved. So these 3, and I've been using those. Then I got, and these are just the things I got in recently. Then I got this Dinosaur and Other Beastly Beasts book, and I bought it used because it was a way better price. And so far, the used books that I have gotten have been pretty good. So if you look at it, it looks pretty new. All right. And there were only 3 pages in here that had coloring on them. So there's that one. And this one's not so bad, so I could go over it myself and make it look good. And then there was one that had some like scribbles on it. Then this one, I'm pretty much screwed on this one, I think. Because, yeah, there's nothing I can do with that. Probably wouldn't have colored it for this big snake anyway, but... And then this one has like little... I can recover that page. So not very, not a big deal. And then for the price of it being used, it was like, woo, yes. It was way less than a brand new one. And then obviously there's nothing I can do with this one. But other than that, so they only had those little bits that were colored. And I liked it because it's like actually a science-y book. So it gives you information and names over here. But you get the coloring over here. And it was just kind of cool. So it combines that whole dinosaur information and stuff with being able to color it. Look at this crazy looking monkey. What the heck is that? That's what it is. But that's frightening. Whew. So that was one of the most recent ones I got. And then I have this one, which on my other channel, if you go to my other channel, like I said, you will see a ton of coloring book hauls and coloring book supplies over there because I have lost my mind. And this was one of the most beautiful releases. So number one, it's got that holographic design on the cover, so you can see it. And then most of it is these circles. Look at that. And so even when it comes to stamped images, you guys know I love to color them. So I can sit here and color for hours and days and days and hours. So I will give you a sneak peek on this channel because I'm doing what's called a buddy color. It's where you and somebody else choose a book and a page to color, and then you both color and show it. So this is what I started yesterday. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. So we are coloring this page for my buddy color over my other channel. And I figured I'd show it over here because not as many people are over here on my other channel. So this is what I started yesterday. And these are pit pens. So I used actually these 3 here. I used the reds to do these. And so, yes. Gorgeousness. I absolutely love it. All right, so thanks for watching, and you guys have a good day. Happy Mother's Day. Happy Fur Baby Mother's Day out there. And guys, be safe and use your brain. Actually think about what's going on out there in the world, and hey, see you guys later.